Welcome to 10-meter air pistol shooting. I'm going to discuss the benefits of becoming a member when you join this website. If you choose to become a member of this website, here are some of the benefits which you will gain. The first thing I want to ask you is, do you have any idea of how much does 3 years of air pistol shooting cost you? In the Indian context, it will cost you 7 lakh rupees. Yes, 700,000 rupees. Now you may be astonished and shocked to realize nobody has ever told you this, nor have you ever given it a thought, but it costs you 7 lakh rupees. To find out how this is calculated, please watch video number 34. Now, if you're going to pay 7 lakh rupees, why? This can be the fees that you may pay if you want to undergo a course in engineering, medical, computer sciences, architecture, Masters of Business Administration, or any other professional course. And in these institutions which offer you all these professional courses, you are being trained by professional teachers with years of experience. It's not like you join a medical college and somebody points you out to a dead body in the morgue, hands you a scissor or scalpel and knife, and tells you, go ahead, cut it up and learn about anatomy. That is precisely how you pursue air pistol shooting without proper training, without a proper coach. Are you going to spend so much of money, time, and effort without proper coaching? If you don't have a coach, you have no other choice but to follow the trial and error basis of training. The trial and error basis is you go on the shooting range, pick up the pistol, and shoot. You are driven by the urge to shoot, and that is what you do. You shoot, 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 thinking that just by shooting you will improve your scores. And so you spend sessions after sessions, days after days, weeks after weeks, the months pass into years, and what you find is that you just cannot cross a particular score. You seem to oscillate between, say, 550, 560, 550, 560, and you find it very difficult to cross the ceiling of 560. The reason why this happens is because all these years you have been training incorrectly, and so you have developed a faulty technique. Some of the examples I'll give you are, I have seen many shooters facing the problem of executing correct trigger operation. They come into the aiming area and they just go on hanging. The 500-gram trigger becomes almost 5 kilos. They hang and the trigger becomes so heavy, they are unable to break the trigger because they have developed a faulty technique. Incorrect training leads to these kind of problems. So I have seen these shooters cancelling a number of times, cancelling, lifting their pistol, hanging there. As a result, in a match, they come under a lot of time pressure. And they find, oh, so much time has passed and now I can't keep cancelling. So pick up the pistol, bang, pick up the pistol, bang, bang, jerk. And this fault, they just can't seem to overcome. The second thing is, a lot of shooters shoot decent scores in practice matches. The moment they go into the match, a real match situation, the first 2 series, they just have no idea what's happening. Sights are shaking, palms are sweaty, heart rate goes up. By the time they reach the 3rd and 4th series, the match is gone. And this happens from match to match, and try as much as they want, they just can't seem to overcome match pressure. So, these are some of the faulty techniques that you develop when you follow the trial and error method of training. What happens is, with these faulty techniques, as I mentioned, you plateau out. There's a score which you can't break through, and eventually you give up. You give up this, saying the sport is not for me. And all the time, effort, and money which you have spent, years that you've been training, goes to waste. And therefore, proper training, coaching is very, very important. And this is one of the major plus points, major goals of this website. This website offers you systematic training, which will help you to overcome all these faulty techniques. Even if you have developed them, you will be taught methods of how to overcome them, all these faults in your technique. Even if you have a coach, I would still advise you to invest a little bit of a fraction of what you would otherwise invested in 3 years. This way, you will have your current coach teaching you something, and on this website, you'll have me teaching you something. You can compare the two, pick up knowledge from this coach, pick up knowledge from this coach, and apply it to yourself. It's a win-win situation for you. You have a forum. Click on the forum button and you can ask any question to me related to training methods, related to your faults, techniques, problems that you are facing. You can rest assured that I will answer all your questions to the best of my ability and to your complete satisfaction. On this website, the information, knowledge is arranged as follows. First, you have to go through the basic course. And mind you, many shooters don't even have the basics correct. So first, the basic course is there, comprised of about 34 videos, of which the first 3 are free. You can sample them. If you think the price is okay, go ahead. Or you may decide not to become a member. All very well. You can go back to your trial and error basis of shooting. All the best. The next section is section 1, has 2 parts. The first part deals with the technique of shooting a 10. It explains to you step by step in great detail how to shoot a 10. Now mind you, it takes a trial and error method of shooter. Years and years to understand each and every step which goes on to form the technique of how to shoot a 10. In part 1, you'll be shown this technique, the steps that you have to follow, and you can heave a sigh of relief because now you don't have to try out anything different, waste time, effort, because you are explained this method of shooting a 10 very clearly. Concentrate on following these steps and you will shoot a 10. Part 2 deals with the skills required to master the technique of shooting a 10. The training method of how you are going to master each skill which helps you shoot a 10. Section 2 deals with advanced training methodology. In this advanced training methodology, you will be shown some fantastic skills which you may never have come across using ancient yogic techniques for controlling your breathing to increase your concentration level, and many other such skills will be taught to you in advanced training methodology. Section 3 deals with mental skills. Now, once you have completed basic training and advanced training, your scores are going to improve. They are going to improve. You will find that you're shooting pretty well in your practice matches. To translate the scores of your practice matches into a real match situation, you will be taught mental skills and mental training techniques which will help you translate your practice scores into your match. So, this is how the entire course is arranged on this website. Now, you have an advantage of becoming a member and subscribing to each module separately. You may ask me, look, I know how to shoot a 10 and pretty good and confident about my training methodology. Just teach me how to translate my practice scores into match. Let me go into mental training straight away. I'm afraid that's not going to work. In this building, which comprises 3 floors, you have to take the stairs. You have to take the time and effort to master each and every step before you reach mental training. The reason why is I have to be sure that your basics are correct, that you've understood the basics, you've mastered the basics, then advanced training technique, you mastered the advanced training technique, and that is the basis on which your mental skills will work. If somebody who has not mastered the basics of shooting and then wants to just master mental training, it's not going to. Your foundation has to be correct. That is why there's no lift. You enter, go straight into 3rd floor mental training. You have to take the staircase. So if you now choose to become a member of this website, I welcome you. And if you're willing to work hard, see you on the other side. Thank you.